How's it going, aliens? My name's iALiEN. Today I'm back with another Identity 5 video, and today's video is a gameplay slash analysis on the new Feaster after he recently received his buff. I made a video on Feaster a few days ago, but that was just gameplay. This is a commentary, and we'll go more into depth on how good Feaster really is now. So let's get right into the video. Okay, before I get into the gameplay, I do want to plug my Discord server. The link will be in the pinned comment below, as well as in the description below. We just hit over 1,000 members, so go click the link and join the server today. So let's get into the first gameplay. Okay, so let's get into the first gameplay. Feaster's really good now. I've been using him a lot. I barely lose with him. I win basically every single game. He's just really strong. His buff improved his early game by a lot, while making his in-game a little less scary. But all in all, it made him a much better hunter. I would say Feaster is around an A tier hunter now. He was C tier before, but he's around A tier. If they would have kept his same in-game with the automatic tentacles, then he would have been an S tier hunter, and I think they did the right thing by making him A tier. There's already 3 S tier hunters. In my opinion, that's too much already, so 3 is definitely the limit. I'm happy they didn't make Feaster too overpowered. So I get that first hit on mechanic, and then I get a nice tentacle. And I used to main Feaster, so I'm pretty good with tentacle placements mid-kite because of that experience with me maining Feaster. I've noticed I'm really good with the tentacles just because it comes back to me. But now he's actually viable to use, so it's a lot more fun to use him. Oh, it is really a great buff though. They did a great job with this. So now the mercenary came. And I double hit the merc. And that's another great thing I like about the buff. Notification type thing pops up on the survivors' heads when they are in range of a tentacle. So his head had something above it that shows that, okay, if you use a tentacle, it will hit them, and that's such a great addition. It's a really good addition. Just things like that just makes him a much more enjoyable hunter overall to use. So now the prospector came to waste some time, try and stun on balloons. So he used his 3 magnets. And can she struggle free from the chair? No. So I get her down. 3 ciphers left, Merc's down. And Mech's halfway in the chair. So this is pretty good position right now. I see the perfumer coming, so I'm going to mark her. I know the Merc's done, so he's gonna get up, which he just did. I terror shock the Merc, but they make the save while I'm in attack recovery. Feaster's range, his hitbox is amazing. His regular attack has a good hitbox, and then his hold attack is the same, is just like Wu Chang in white form. It's just as good as that. So if you've ever used Wu Chang or seen or encountered his white form hitbox, you know how OP that is. So now I'm just chasing the perfumer. So now there's 2 ciphers left, so tried to put him on chair. His hitbox on balloons is terrible though. Like, I have to say, it's probably the worst in the game. I mean, every hunter, it's a weird hitbox, but I haven't really figured it out yet. It's just such a terrible hitbox. I can be literally inside of a survivor and hit like that, and it just doesn't register. They said they improved it too, which is what's weird to me. If they improved it, why is it still so bad? Merc already used exit path before, so I can just patrol him while he's slugged. I finally used my blink. Then I down the prospector. I don't have tinnitus, so just put prospector on the chair. And Merc is about to actually bleed out at this point. So I basically won. Just have to make sure they don't heal him up before his timer runs out. So as this game's winding down, just go into his usage and how much this buff affected him. So Feaster was basically an unviable hunter before. C tier is one of the worst because his early game was just too bad. He had nothing early game basically. That forced you to use insolence, and even then against a good team of survivors, you're just going to get kited all day. No one used him in top tiers. In any server really. There was in China 1 Feaster main, Asia server 1 Feaster main, but really that's not viable when only one person uses them in the entire server in top tiers. So 4 is an easy hunter. You saw him in your lobby, you knew he was basically a free win if you have a brain. But now he's just dramatically improved. He's an A tier hunter, and on top of that, he's at the top of A tier. So that means he's better. He's arguably better than Clown, and arguably better than Photographer. He's better than Axe Boy, and he's arguably better than Clown and Photo. I'd say he's better than a mobile controls Clown. He's better than a mobile controls Clown. PC probably not, but even then, Feaster's better on PC than mobile because of the tentacle controls. So he's very strong. A+ tier is where I have him. And you'll see a lot more Feaster mains. And he's definitely an annoying hunter to face. I've faced Feaster after the buff, and I have won. I don't think I've lost to one yet. I've won and tied. I think I lost 1 game to a Feaster, but he's still very beatable. He's not Spider, he's not Ripper, he's not Dream Witch, so if you're a really good team of survivors, you're gonna beat him. But still, he's just a really fun hunter to use, and it's great that he's actually viable. Every hunter should be viable like this. They don't have to be brokenly OP like Ripper or Spider or Dream, but they just have to be really good and viable, like what they did to Feaster. So now I'm chasing the Enchantress, and this is how long his It's actually even longer than that, but that's a good example to show how long his hold attack hitbox is. In early game, if a survivor's running to a pallet, you can just put a tentacle on one side of the pallet and they are trapped in. That's a free hit. If they throw the pallet, you hit them with the tentacle. If they don't, then you hit them with your regular hitbox. So he's really strong. I'm looking for the mercenary now. I sometimes ban Merc, but I don't really... I knew he was going to bounce pad there, so that's why I hit him off of that. So I can try and stuff this save. But he's going to save after half anyway, so it's fine. I didn't stuff the save, but he saved after half. And I'm going to end up double hitting him, so it doesn't really matter. But you can ban Mercenary as a feaster, because Cord is... he counters Coordinator. He can block the gun with a tentacle and just stuff a Coordinator save. So he's very good against Cord, so that would be your only rescuer. But Merc, I just don't usually ban him. When I have, it hasn't gone too well. So I usually just ban Seer. It's my usual ban. Sometimes Mechanic, because her Cypher rushing is annoying. But Merc and Seer and Mech are going to be the 3 bans for Feaster. And Merc is the character specific ban that you will see Feasters use. And it makes sense as a ban. I just personally don't use it. So now I have the Enchantress dead because the Merc saved her after halfway. Because I hit him off the bounce pad. If you hit a Mercenary while he's bounce padding, he does not have the effect of bounce padding. So that's why I couldn't save before half, because I timed my hit correctly. Prospector gave me a free hit right there. Now I have so many tentacles. And he's curse marked, so it's only a matter of time before I down him. Hit him through the pallet, and now Merc is the ground. Perfumer is going to heal him up, and I'm picking up the Prospector. So let's go into Persona. The best Persona build for Feaster is this right here. This is the best build for Feaster. Detention, Trump, Wanted, and Berserker. That's the best. And Tinnitus, of course. That's the best build for him. He does not need Insolence anymore. He does not need Insolence anymore because it's practically useless on him now, since he gets tentacles from the start, and his first ability does not do much. So, and also even his last ability does not do much, because he's just as strong basically from the start of the game to the end of the game. So Insolence is not that good on him. Confined Space, nah, it's never been good on Feaster, to be honest. But you do need Detention now, because his curse marks is not as strong. So that means you need Detention for Feaster. And Trump card's great to have Blink or Patroller at the start of the game, and then switch to Teleport or Abnormal at the end of the game. Maybe Excitement. So Trump card, Detention, that's my favorite build, with Wanted Order and Berserker, because I don't need the pallet breaking speed for Feaster. He doesn't really need to break many pallets. So now what I'm doing is using the tentacles to track the survivors. If you didn't know, When you place a tentacle, the tentacle will go in the direction of the nearest survivor. So if you just follow those tentacles, you'll find your survivor. Now I'm just chasing the mercenary. Perfumer's already down, so 3 ciphers remain. This game's over. I think this video, I really went into tier, the best persona. You got to see some gameplay of me using him and how I like to use him. So I'm gonna end this video with this gameplay. If you have any questions about Feaster, or if you want to see me make, that shows his long attack range. If you want to see me make a Feaster guide or a how to play Feaster like a pro video, one of those two or both, please tell me in the comments. And for more Feaster videos and Identify videos in general, please subscribe to the channel. We're about to hit 6,000 subscribers. Thank you for all the support on my recent videos. And that'll be all for the video. Bye. It's a must die.